does. Sometimes words, so some scenes that have no words make the most sound, make the most impact, I always believe.
Yeah.
So, if you could work with any artist, past or present, who would it be and why?
Oh my goodness, past or present.
Again, take as much time as you like.
I just saw the Michael Jackson movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that there's some, opinions about him, but I grew up with Michael Jackson. I grew up doing the moonwalk in the kitchen floor and saying, hey, and all that. So
this I got to see.
So yeah, I would choose him, and then I love Tori Kelly and Yeba. I follow this crazy musician called Jacob Collier. Also, he's like a genius. Yeah. I went to a Hans Zimmer concert. Like, these are the big guys, right? Like, but in a dream world, I would love actually I would love to be singing in a movie score, in a film score. I love Hans Zimmer's like Dune. Like, after, have you seen the movie?
Watching it yet, but thanks for the recommendation.
Yeah, it's crazy good. So I like kind of spacey things, so it's crazy good. And Hans Zimmer made the soundtrack for this movie, and he has this vocalist, and she was also there at the concert, but she was saying, that kind of crazy stuff. And I was just like, that's amazing. So when we came home, I was just walking around my apartment and yelling, singing like her. I like
not scaring the neighbors.
Sorry? Yeah, scaring the neighbors.
Not scaring the neighbors.
Yeah, I absolutely love that, because it's so dramatic, different, colorful. And when you create movie scores like that, it's all about creating, a tension, or it's a build-up, the supportive element to create a mood, right? And it doesn't always have to be words and stuff. It just have to be something that just like an accumulation of all emotions together, right, for that scene. So that is like, that's a dream for me, definitely.
Definitely, yeah. Well, I hope it works out one day. I hope you're on stage with them, or you're doing a duet with them, or you are on the score, and I'll get the album as well as a collection.
Thank you. Definitely. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, it takes one to know one, put it that way. It does. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time, other than being a big star?
Other than being a big star. Oh, man. I hope, wish, and pray that I will do exactly that, just making a career out of singing and performing and acting. But I will say that something that's on my heart is people who have also dealt with burnout and mental health. It would be such a privilege for me to work with others. Like, if I have a platform where I can reach people who are struggling and just find healing through my music, and, share the same journey that I've been through, like also kind of what you have been through, like, that would be amazing for me. It would just bring so much more depth into what I'm doing as well, because it's such a fundamental part of my journey. Like, it's the cornerstone also of the career that I'm building now. So, so in 5 years' time, doing all the creative stuff that I love, be crazy, love God, love my family, love my friends, and hopefully have a positive impact in somebody's life.
So when it came to acting in various roles, how did you go by getting the part, and what roles have you appeared
in? I haven't been like in major roles yet, but I would say the roles. Thank you. But I would say that in the roles that I have, it's been so funny. Like, it started out actually where I was first asked for a role. That's also like my first movie. I was asked for it because they were shooting a movie scene in a church, and they needed somebody to sing. And then I knew this actor who knew me, and then I ended up singing in this scene. And then these are the kind of parts I've had. So like more supportive roles of the main character in small scenes so far. But I've been doing the grinding. I would definitely say I have used my corporate abilities from sales and marketing, and haven't been afraid to, take a no, but just ask, and usually it's actually worked out. So I have also other different coffee appointments with directors and casters or casting agents. But yeah, so these are the roles I've been in so far. So singing on screen and acting as a supportive role for the main character.
Start off somewhere. I mean, even our biggest inspirations have to start off somewhere as well.
Exactly.
I can remember one of my biggest acting inspirations, Stallone. He was so broke at one point where he had to sell his dog because he couldn't afford to feed the dog anymore. And he just gave the dog away for, I think it was about $40 or something. And he walked away in tears because the dog was like his best friend on the planet. And then when he hit it big with Rocky, he went back and purchased the dog. And he goes, "I'll pay you 15,000. Let me have the dog back, and I'll give you the part in a movie as well." So you see this actor in the part with him, and he goes, "Oh no, because you helped me out, even though when you had nothing. I'm going to help you out now that I have something going for me." So yeah, he remembers everything where he came from, and other people I've admired as well, like Van Damme, so Chris's father, and he was broke, like sleeping here, sleeping there, and then he just said to the director, "Look, give me a chance and everything. What can you do?" So he did a bit of his demonstration. He goes, "All right, we're going to go. Here's the script for Bloodsport. We're going to go get ready soon. What's my character? You're the star of the movie. That's your character. Go get going." It was a really good, funny story as well. And
there's so many of these stories. Like, I love stories like that. It gives so much motivation and inspiration. And I think that it's like that for a lot of, especially actors. Like, they just started in awkward, weird positions where things seemed impossible. But you know what? Follow your heart and push through, and something good could really turn out and happen.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Because one thing I loved about them, they never gave up. Because giving up in life, the reason why it's so scary to do is because it's too easy to do. If you give up on yourself, because that is the worst thing you can do in life. Is like, you look back at it decades later and you say to yourself, "I could have done that. Why did you give up on yourself?" You've got nobody to blame but yourself for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's so true.
So, it is. I mean, but like, you just have to keep pushing it regardless of what other obstacles can be thrown at you. So from all the advice you have received, from all the people you've trained within the acting business or the singing business, what is some of the best advice and lessons that you've learned?
I would say from all the different actors and instructors that I've worked with, they kind of say the same thing. Work on yourself. It can take a toll to put yourself and your identity so much aside.
Yeah.
Or maybe a long period of time to respect a role and honor an art. And I feel really blessed somehow that I did work on myself before actually stepping into these different roles and pursuing an acting career. I was forced to work on myself. I was forced to reflect. Like, I went through courses. I got a psychiatrist, and I was open and honest. And that's like the most important thing, actually. What they say when one person said that you need to work on yourself in a way that you have to, like, put your pride aside. You have to be very honest with yourself, because if you're not authentic with yourself, how can you share that authenticity with somebody else? How can you be convincing? So I think it kind of starts there. There's no room for pride and that kind of stuff in being an actor.
Yeah. That's true, because when I was studying drama myself, this is, bear in mind, this is at the college level here. I had we were people on the courses, and I'm not kidding, they were already egotistical, thinking that they were better than everybody. And it's like, but you're nowhere right now. We're all in the same boat. We're all just studying this. And they'll be like, no, I'm going to be a big star, and you'll be doing this instead. You'll be doing that instead. And they used to say offensive things, but I didn't let it affect me. But I look at it this way: there's no point arguing with silly people.
No,
there's no
what
point.
they're really doing is actually just preventing themselves from growth.
Yes.
Yeah, because you need to be able to be like a chameleon, right?
Yeah.
And understand the feelings and everything that surrounds a specific role. So people who think too much of themselves, like they're just really kind of ruining for themselves, because it shines through. It really does.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, because if you start becoming egotistical, even when you're nowhere, no agent in town's ever going to want to touch you, because they're going to think, I can't hire this person or represent this person, because if they go and destroy something on set, it's going to come back, it's going to reflect on me. And then I will never get any more people to represent as well, because it's going to be like, well, they're your client, you should deal with them. It doesn't work like that. You need to be humble from day one. Yeah, you have to be humble from day one, from when you have nothing to the day where you reach the goal that you want it to be at.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You can't get there running on an ego.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that when you find yourself, your identity, and you feel like you're in sync with yourself, then you can find healthy pride. Like, it's not like you need to go to an audition and be like, oh, is it okay? Like, can I be here? Like, I just started. No. Like, I'm not talking about like all pride is bad.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about when you realize who you are, what you stand for, what your values are, what's important in your life, have pride in that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that will shine through, like with confidence. But of course, be humble towards whatever comes to you and the people that you meet. So I think it's very important that you reflect on that kind of stuff, like, how am I humble? Like, how do I deal with pride, and what's healthy pride, what's unhealthy pride for me? That has been like a huge thing for me. So when I was working on myself, I realized that I had some pride that I wasn't aware of. I was feeling pride in all the acknowledgement that I was getting from my corporate job. And it was false pride, because it wasn't reflected in who I was. It was reflected on the different things that I was doing to just be somebody who I actually weren't, like please somebody and their expectations of me.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, so I think it's super important before you start pursuing a serious career in acting. Have some reflection time. There are so many mentors and coaches and stuff like that who can really help you with that. Ask your friends, like, if there's anything in my character that I should work with. Acting is so holistically.
It is. Sometimes it's good to get your friends to help you go over your lines before an audition, or say, can you just come with me to the audition, and don't try and take the spotlight from me, but just come for moral support. And 9 times out of 10, they'll probably do that anyway, depending on where it is. If it's in your own city, then yeah. But if it's having to go out of town, don't worry about it. Just go out of town and make the most of it. Have a day out afterwards as well. Relax. Don't just go to the audition. Okay, let's go hop back on the train and head back to the city. No, go enjoy the city. Walk around, breathe a bit, enjoy the new environment. That's the way I always look at things as well. Sometimes you can develop your own character in a new environment, because if you're stuck in that same place, then there's no room for growth.
Exactly. That's a good point.
When you go out into a different city, there's a room for growth. Why? Because then you got to see what the world has to offer you. You can't see it just by being stuck in this little small bubble all your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very important to open yourself up for growth and take some critique. Don't be Yeah, don't be too proud for that. Take some criticism.
Yeah, constructive criticism.
Yeah, exactly.
We all sometimes need that, just in order to better ourselves as individuals and better ourselves as performers as well. To be like, I mean, think how many times your own inspiration has taken critique. If they can handle it themselves and they're still where they are today, then who are we to say no to it?
Mm.
Yeah, who are we to, like, the pride get in the way of all that stuff?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Well, Inna Lizett, I really appreciate you coming on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. Good luck with everything. I hope it all goes well. Hopefully one day we could be collaborating either on the screen or on stage or something. And we know each other anyway. We have a good working relationship, so we'll be fine.
It's been my pleasure. It really has been so fun to be here, and thank you for this really great conversation. Like, definitely, when something new comes up, I can give you a little slide in your DM, and then maybe we can figure out something else in the future. Just to maybe take like a little status temperature and how things are going.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, let's just hope the heat waves kind of calm down a little bit as well. Definitely, but we'll definitely see what happens. But good luck with everything. Bless you for everything. And again, I hope everything goes well for you in life and you become successful. And again,
thank you.
Amen.
Thank
you.